The origin story around Rocket Raccoon is a crucial part of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Time and time again, we get to see flashbacks of Rocket during his time with the High Evolutionary, and how he went from being a little raccoon to the Guardian we know today. Back then, he had 3 friends who were created from Batch 89, the same group of experiments as he was: the Otter lady, Lylla, the rabbit, Floor, and the walrus, Teefs. Rocket Raccoon's childhood friends are not only extremely important to his story arc in the film, the characters can also be traced back to the Marvel Comics. The scenes of the 4 pals made a lasting impression and brought tears to the eyes of countless moviegoers. That's reason enough for us to take an in-depth look at their story. Let's begin with Rocket's most significant childhood friend, the Otter lady, Lylla. In the movie, the High Evolutionary gave her mechanical arms, while in the comics, she still has her normal appearance. She made her debut in 1982 in the comic The Incredible Hulk number 271, where she was already closely related to Rocket. She is the heiress of an intergalactic toy company called Mayhem Mechanics on Half-World. Half-World is a planet where intelligent animals like Lylla care for the sick until robots develop their own thoughts and feelings, and, like the High Evolutionary, attempt to evolve the inhabitants into a superior race through experiments. The half-human, half-animal hybrid Judson Jakes tried to take over Lylla's toy company, causing the death of her parents. This brought Rocket on the scene, who helped Lylla defeat Jakes. The two fell in love, and Lylla joined Rocket on his space adventures from then on. Sadly, Rocket had to learn that she was already married to someone who also inspired her character in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. The character in question is Floor, the no longer sweet-looking rabbit. While Lylla is the only one of Rocket's friends who has a direct counterpart in the comics, director and screenwriter James Gunn apparently drew inspiration for Floor and Teefs from 2 other characters Rocket encounters during his space adventures in the comics. Floor is probably Blackjack O'Hare, who serves as a mercenary and is the leader of the Black Bunny Brigade. In the film, Floor has mechanical spider legs and a sort of muzzle that generates its voice. O'Hare also has modified limbs in the comics, but instead of a new mechanical mouth, he has enhanced eyes, which makes him even more dangerous on the battlefield. Although Lylla is at first married to O'Hare, she breaks up with him later in the comics. The Rabbit mercenaries were also crucial in Rocket's ability to save Lylla and her toy-making company, as they assist our raccoon in his battle. After Rocket discovered that he and Lylla were married, they parted ways, and Rocket went back to traveling the galaxy on his own. The trio is completed by Teefs, the walrus. In the movie, he seems a bit slow and as if he was not the brightest. Modified, he sits on a mechanical wheelchair. His name comes from the fact that he has the biggest teeth of the 3 animals. His comic book origins go back to Walrus, Lylla's uncle and one of Rocket's most loyal comrades in arms. Walrus and Rocket have a long history, dating back to the war for control of Lylla's toy company. Who better to help a stranded raccoon in the vastness of space than a devoted engineer like Walrus? Over the years, he's repeatedly saved Rocket from dicey situations, including an epic battle against Blackjack O'Hare and the Black Bunny Brigade. A special feature are his modified tusks, with which he can even shoot. As you can see, Rocket's animal friends have an extensive backstory. How did you like the 3 characters in Guardians of the Galaxy 3? And would you love to see more of them? Feel free to let us know your impressions in the comments.